What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Doing more dirt work. My dogs have been busy. Being dogs, I guess. You know. So, I got a bunch of holes to fill, and that's just what I'm gonna do. I wanna say something real quick. I know that I'm gonna say this again when we do this stream today. Today is Sunday, the 29th. I got a Red Dead Redemption live stream scheduled at 3 o'clock. Whatever. You'll probably see this after that, whatever. But I want to just mention something real quick. This whole page, the YouTube page, raising money for charity, No Kid Hungry. And I mentioned that I want to get members on YouTube because that's where the charity donations come from. Ooh, what's that? There's a giant rock here. Daggone, giant rock. I'll get it. I said that I wanted to get 250 members. And that we were at 258, I think, at the beginning of that video. But I said, you know, sometimes people that didn't subscribe on their own, if they were gifted a membership, they don't re-up, and you gotta just, you know, don't assume that 258 is gonna stay. Let's get members, let's raise some money for charity, let's feed these kids. Yeah, I started that last stream and they were going so fast that I couldn't keep up with them. And then I went back later and I read the stream after the video had posted. And I couldn't keep up with them then. I have to pause it and I can usually just do that. Pause it, make my notes. It was going so fast, they didn't all show up. I'm not kidding you. They didn't even all show up when it was later and I could pause it and all that stuff. I could hear myself saying names that I couldn't see on the scrolling thing. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is really like completely overwhelming to me and so much appreciated. So thank you, everyone. If you're watching this right now and you want to know how to do it, you just go to the memberships tab right here on YouTube and you join a membership. There's a video there that explains what all the different tiers are for. Please watch that video and you will be fully aware of everything that's going on. At the end of that stream that I did, the playthrough part 4, there are like 416 members or something crazy like that. You guys, that's amazing. I've been doing this for like 6 months, trying to raise money for charity, this is amazing. We're gonna give over $1,000 this time, every month. Every month, you see the videos where I make the donation, take all the money that's given from YouTube and send it over to No Kid Hungry. We're gonna give over $1,000 this month. And that's amazing. And I would love to do that every month. But I wanna thank you right now. I am completely overwhelmed and I really appreciate everybody's participation. That is amazing. Thank you. Incredible. I'll tell you what, you know what? There's a lot of us here and you may think, you know, like if I donate, I'm not doing any good. It's only $2.99. If we all do it though, that makes a big difference. That's amazing. I really, really appreciate it. And I am sure that those kids who are looking for a meal really appreciate it too. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you. There's a big stump right here, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe not right there. Oh, that's what I thought was a big stump. You have to excuse me, I'm not wearing a shirt today. I'm sorry if my pants fall down. I'm working on making my butt bigger. Doing all the gym buddy stuff. Hopefully I'm gonna get a bigger butt. Then my pants won't fall off. Right now, I'm working on it. But, so, what I'm doing right now, filling up this wagon, and I'm gonna take all this dirt. I've gotta do this. I bet you I've got 20 loads that I need to put in my backyard. We've done this before. It's the moles. The moles are in the ground. The dogs try to get the moles, and they dig giant holes. And maybe they get the mole, maybe they don't. I don't know. Sometimes I find dead moles. Haven't found them all though, because we're still getting holes. Anyway, also, we had a really, really crazy heat wave last week. And our dogs, you know, they can come in whenever they want, but they like to be out in the sun and they like to play in the yard, whatever. So we let them out. And sometimes when they get so hot, they dig a hole because they know that the ground underneath is cooler. So all these things, I got giant holes in my yard, trying to fill them in. And then I've got grass seed, and I think I still got some fertilizer even. And I got 3 bales of straw. That's what I'm doing today before this stream. I'm gonna try and get some of these holes filled up and get some grass going. And I want to tell you something. Indiana this year, we've got so much rain. So much. We'll see what happens in the next few weeks now. You know how that goes? Like, you want it to rain? Go get a car wash. And then it rains. Or you want it to not rain? Put down a bunch of grass seed and straw. That'll make it not rain. All right, so that's being negative. I shouldn't talk like that. Anyway, this wagon is a little suspect. Sometimes it tips on its own before I want it to. I'm gonna see how this load goes. Let me get, yeah, whatever. Anyway, this behind me, if you've watched the other videos, you've seen this before, but down there in the woods, that's where I dump all my leaves in the fall. I've made a little path back here. There's a big stump. I might dig that out today. We'll see how things go, but look, you can see I back up there, got my dump trailer. My, maybe you've seen it. My, not patented, but maybe should be patented. I don't know. I don't think it's completely safe. And I don't think that what I've got, my yard sweeper, is built really for how I use it, but I got a thing where I sit on a board. It's all connected to this four-wheeler, but there's like chains and stuff. And I sit on a board that's right here. I push it down and sit on it, and it all together, it raises my yard sweeper up, and I can back right in here without having to really think about it because it's raised off the ground. And I back down my little trail there and I dump it. And it works. It works really well. But look, I've got this hill, this whole, I don't know if you can really tell, but if you can see, like from this angle, you can kind of see how there's that hump right there? It's cool, but you can also see where when I come through here and I cut the grass, I come all the way up here and I don't know. I mean, eventually this might, I mean, I want it all to fall back that way, obviously, but It might be a lot more flat. If these dogs keep doing what they're doing, it shouldn't be any problem at all. And I talked to Taylor yesterday about getting a tractor. That's probably not happening. But the truth is, you know what? One day if I get one, I'm gonna love it. But you know what? I can do this. I got a wagon and a four-wheeler and a shovel. And I'm gonna do a lot less damage, knowing myself. I'm gonna do a lot less damage if I don't have a giant tractor that makes it real easy to dig big giant holes. I'll tell you what, it'd be nice to have one today though. But so, anyway, I'm gonna fill up some holes that are right up against our house, and then I'm gonna set this thing out. There was a slide in the yard. Some of you have seen it. Nobody uses it anymore. I've been cutting grass around it for the last, 12, 13 years, and I'm tired of it, and I've been tired of it. I love to cut grass. I just hate it when I have to go around things. Anyway, finally, I was able to talk Taylor into letting me take it out. So it's gone now, but there's a giant hole where it was. I'm gonna fill that up too. Load after load after load. We're doing it today. So anyway, hang out if you want. That's what's happening. That's what's happening today. Anyway, right on. Take care.